Hello, Algebra 2 students. I am going to show you how to do example 3 from section 12.5 notes on a graphing calculator if you do have one. And this is regarding the mosquito population. So in order to do that, you first have to go to, and I got here by going to mode, and you must go all the way down to, normally we're in function setup in Algebra 2, but we're going to go to sequence, hit enter. And then you can you can quit. So to quit and get to the main screen, you press second mode, the top two buttons in the second row. And then you go to y equals. So in the y equals, the first number right there is usually 1 and you don't mess with it. The second one is super important. That's where you put your rule. You don't put your first term, but you put your actual a sub n, your nth term, but you're going to use the letter u for this. Normally we wouldn't. So we are going to type in, from our example, it was 15% of the population is remaining from the previous. So the previous is always a sub n minus 1, but here we're going to use the letter u. That's one change. So the u is the blue letter above the number 7. So if you want anything blue, you hit second and hit 7. And then you can't do a subscript, but you can just put in parentheses n minus 1. Normally when we hit this, where I have my arrow here is the X, T. When we click on the button next to alpha, you usually get X, but we're in sequence mode, so it's going to automatically do the N for us. So N minus 1 plus adding 100 mosquitoes daily. All right. And then over here is where we put our initial day 1 mosquito population, which was 500. So our first term goes in that spot. So the first term goes on where it says U parentheses 1, and the formula goes right above it, and you don't change anything else. Now, what are you going to do with this? What is this going to help us with? Well, remember in part B, it says find the number of mosquitoes after the 5th day. So we're going to quit on out of here. And to get to a table, we hit the blue button again second, and you go on this top button and you hit the word graph because you see the word table there. And notice we don't care about negative ones because we want to start with day 1. Day 1, there's 500 mosquitoes. Day 2, 175. Day 5, 117.84. And I just round it, or it rounds here for us. Now, what we never did, we did part C, as in I told you the answer, but you didn't know how we got it. Describe what happens to the number of mosquitoes over time. So what happens day 6, day 7, day 8? No, it stabilizes. It just doesn't change. So even at day 50, it's 117.65. So that's where I got the answer. So this is where the graphing calculator helped you with C. It also helps you with B because you can just look at a table and figure out which ones you want rather than figuring out what it was in day 2, day 3, day 4, so on. Anyways, I just wanted to show you if you had a TI-84 plus C, which I do, or SCE, I just want to show you what you can do with it. And so that is it for 12.5. Have a great day, Algebra 2 students.